beautiful people. Welcome to Tea Talks with Tolu, where we talk about relationships, parenting, lifestyle, TV, series, movies, reviews. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. But anyway, welcome. Hey. Today we're going to be talking about Lupin, the series. It's a limited series, I think, on Netflix, and it's taking Netflix by storm. I can't believe it pulled even more viewers than Bridgerton. Woo! Okay, so is it worth it? Is it not? Is it all just hype? Is it, worth the hype? Right, let's find out. Okay, first of all, guys, I am going to apologize in advance. I am going to be flicking my hair a lot. And it will get annoying at some point, so please apologies. It's not because I'm feeling my hair right. Okay, that's part of the reason. I am feeling the hair, but apart from that, it's just a habit. It's a habit that I'm trying to break. So Lupin, the series, it's part 1, I believe, that's out now. I don't know when part 2 will be out. I know it's not many people. So that's why I'm really surprised the number of people that watched it, because it's not usually many people's cup of tea when a series or a movie's been dubbed. So it's a French series, I believe, and then obviously Netflix has dubbed it. However, because I love you all, I do have a hack for you. So I didn't try it myself. I saw this as well. I just saw this online. Apparently, you can go to Netflix settings and change it to original language. So you can change it to French. So it would be French, and then add subtitles, or it will even have subtitles anyway. So, well, it's extra work for you because then you have to read the subtitles. But you get the original effect of the movie, one. And secondly, you can get the original voices of the actors and the actresses. So I guess in that way, it would help people that can't deal with dubbing. I'm from Nigeria. I'm used to that lifestyle. This is how we got onto TV series and movies and the rest of them anyway. It's not a problem for me. So the series centers around Hassan Diop, a tall, dark and handsome guy who is trying to avenge a crime that was committed against his father. His father was wrongly accused of stealing a valuable jewelry, and 25 years on, he's trying to avenge his father. And then without giving too much away, and then the jewelry popped up, and then he has this plans on how to, bring up the truth. So basically that's all. That's the premise. It's centered. So he's adapted The Gentleman Thief, Hassan Lupin. He's adapted his styles, his comic, a mixture of comic and, action styles to carry out this mission to clear his father's name and to avenge the wrong that was done to his father. So basically that's what the story is about. Now let's get into it. Let's start with the scores. I would give it a 6.5 over 10. I know it has got overwhelming scores, on IMDb. I think it has a 7. Don't quote me on this, I can't remember. But I know on Rotten Tomatoes it got like 91 or something. It's everyone's raving about it, and all of that. However, for me, I think number one, I had this bad habit of comparing it to Money Heist. I don't know why. I think because it's sort of similar storyline in the sense that, they're trying to do this, heisty kind of thing. They're trying to, there's a bit of heist, there's a bit of action, there's a bit of suspense and all that. And it did not match up to Money Heist for me, because with Money Heist, I had no idea where anything was going. Lupin kept me on my seat, so that was good. However, at some point it got predictable. We all knew where this was going. So yeah, that was the number one flaw. I found it. Ooh, like Bridgerton, Omasai saved the day. So obviously the actor was brilliant. He has a presence. I don't even want to talk about his looks first. but he does carry himself in a way that, you know, you feel his presence on screen. And he did do his best in the switches, like, you know, the different the different disguises he was doing. It was quite believable. However, we've seen all of this played out, you know, on a bigger screen, played out. What was the name of that series that Jennifer Garner did in that time? I can't remember now for the life of me. Jennifer Garner, but do you remember her? You remember the series where she had the different wigs? Come on, like, and that was what this was. I'm talking 8 years back now or more. So yeah, it would take a lot to impress people today in 2021 with, you know, disguise. It has to be full on. It has to be really, really, really good. So with the disguises, you know, it was good, but the disguise wasn't strong. Another thing I liked about the movie, I liked the storyline until it got too predictable. I liked the storyline. It was quite interesting. There was a bit of comedy involved. It wasn't too serious. It wasn't, you were not afraid for anyone's life, basically. Just gave it that little bit of lightheartedness, not to make it extremely serious. So that was good. I think what carried the series was the acting. 100%, the acting of Omar Sy, the acting of, because for me the supporting characters didn't stand out. I'm gonna bring Grace into this now, but if you know me, you already know this. I didn't see a need for Claire. So Claire is his ex-wife, or wife, his ex-wife and baby mama. So he's got a son with Claire. I didn't see the need for Claire to be white. I don't know why. I'm not. I'm indifferent to it. But I was just like, why? Why did she have to? Why did the child have to be mixed race? Why can they just? They could have just. They might as well have been a full black family, and it would still be the same thing. It had no effect. The only thing I can see they want to say is that, because he went to this rich secondary school and then he mixed with people, and still that's not even a thing, because he could have met another rich black girl in there, and they would have still become a couple. So yeah, in that sense, I was like, okay, I was waiting to see some point where there was a need for her to be white. There was no need, so I don't know why that happened, but anyway, let's leave it. Let's leave that. That's my own personal problem. Even Benjamin wasn't memorable enough for me. I wanted him to be a little bit quirky, especially with the kind of work he was doing. The kind of space he was in, the kind of work he was doing. Obviously, someone that doesn't interact as much with people. He was just into his own world. So I wanted him to have a little bit more character. I wanted him to have more punchlines. It's not a comedy show. I know that. However, he just didn't bring enough life into that character for me. I don't know why I'm still giving this a 6 out of 6.5, because everything I've mentioned so far, I don't think I've given it any good. But yeah, I would recommend it. It's a good watch. Definitely don't be discouraged by this. It kept me at the edge of my seat, because I was wondering, for some time I was wondering what was going to happen next. Another thing that I didn't like, I couldn't bear the obvious loopholes. They were just too obvious. I was like you guys should have at least even tried a little bit, to I don't know how they managed to pull that off and everyone is happy and excited. There were too many obvious loopholes. It was ridiculous. He just managed to stroll into a prison, swap with another a prison mate, and somehow just managed to stroll. One that annoyed me the most was that video part. I was like, so you mean to tell me this guy that has been, disappearing and reappearing, infiltrated prisons, infiltrated the billionaire auction, the Louvre, or I don't know, La Louvre, whatever the French pronunciation is, and then he forgot to do a backup video? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? For real? Ha. So anyway, I was like, nah, this is too much. This is the height. Like, nah, you lot need to pack it in. It was just too much. I was like, that one, they should have found something else. because even a 10-year-old at this age knows that when you're threatening someone with a video, you have backups and backup and backups of those backups. Literally, his friend was supposed to have one, the woman was supposed to have one, he was supposed to have one in a safety deposit. He was supposed to have one in a safety deposit. He was supposed to have, like, he was supposed to have sent a copy every single news station all over the town, all over Paris. He was supposed to send one. That's how you do it. And then if they wanted it to flop, they shouldn't have used that line. If the whole point was that he didn't succeed in bringing down the man. I'm trying not to go too much into this story. But if that was the whole point, then they should have used another completely different storyline. But that storyline of him coming and then they've swapped the video last minute. Are you for real? And then he threatened them on Twitter, but he didn't think to actually upload the video on Twitter as he was coming to the news station. Are you... Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, man. Am I a joke to you? Am I a joke to you, Netflix? Like, is that what you take me for? Is this what you take me for? Because I sit down and watch your things. Is this what you take me for? So, yeah, that wasn't it at all. Also, did not understand why he knew he was in trouble. He knew he was being followed and then decided to travel on a train with his wife and child and put them in obvious danger. I would say Omasai carried that series on his back, on his big, strong, broad back, right? He carried it on his back because otherwise, if it wasn't that, I don't know. He did it, literally all the good things. And now it's going to sound like I just like all the actors. Based on my Bridgerton series, it's going to sound like I just like the actors in the series. It's not that. It's just, you know, they're just the highlights of, you know, of this series so far. Hopefully when I do Blink Empire next week, it wouldn't be about the actor, because so far it was just the actor, his courage, his presence on camera, his facial expressions, like when he smiles, like when he's trying to be mischievous, you would know that there's something mischievous coming even before he does it. You know, when he's serious, he's serious. When he's smiling, he's smiling. It was really good. His facial expressions were telling you the story even before it's played out. So I think he did carry the movie. He's the one I'm giving the 6.5 basically. So yeah, in conclusion, would I recommend it? Yes. Watch. It's not a waste of time. Hopefully by next week I should have finished with Blink Empire. And I'll bring you all that ratchetness, okay? All right, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.